All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing first impressions on Helentits or Helentis. I'm just gonna start calling her Helentits. Her kit got dropped on Facebook last night, so I figured I like doing these first impressions. So let's go over kit briefly, and then I'll give my thoughts on this new hero. Now, before I put my face on top of here, let's watch the opening cinematic. Very like Blade Runner-ish. Well, I actually get Tron vibes from this music. Okay, so cool. Turns into a big flower, shoots petals. I didn't really see any needles there. Did you guys see any needles? We'll see. I do like it, but really all it's showcasing is her flower ability. And then she dives away. Okay. Alright, cool. Okay, cool. Let's leave it right there. Because I'm going to have to steal a screenshot for this. Actually, I think I'll use one of the pictures that they provided for us. Now, where's my face? There we go. Okay. So her kit got dropped onto Facebook 16 hours ago, which is quick. Usually they save the kit reveal till the day before. Okay, so another Terran hero. Yes, we know all this. We know all this. We know all this. All right. Hero skill information. Ultimate ability, Flower of Death, which is what we were seeing in the cinematic. Teleports behind the target and fires needles at nearby targets. Oh, okay. Talent modifier, the needle, when hitting the target, increases the damage of subsequent needles. I'm assuming that's going to be to a cap. There's no way that's just going to ramp indefinitely. If it does, that's going to be pretty cool. Assassin fights usually tend to be very, very quick, meaning you win or you die. So we'll see what the damage multiplier is on this increasing ultimate damage. Common skill. The first common skill. Teleport behind the target with the lowest HP and deal several attacks. So kind of like a Bailey, kind of like an AoE, but it looks like it's just on a single target. So it's a multi-hit single target ability. Talent modifier on the crit of each laceration. Enhance the energy skill, which I'm assuming that's going to mean increase your energy. Or when it says enhance the energy skill, means it's going to beef up your ultimate even more. But we got to be careful with language issues here, because the talent modifier of the ultimate already ramps its damage. I highly doubt that this is going to ramp it more. I bet you that each time you crit, all you're doing is you're increasing your energy of your energy skill, right? So keep that in mind. Was that passive? Okay, she's got two passives. Okay, so first passive skill. Death Chaser. When receiving lethal damage, avoid it and restore HP. So when she dies, she's probably going to come back, restore, I don't know, 50% of her health or 30% of her health. Who knows? Talent modifier reads, when activated, Death Chaser instantly refreshes her laceration, which is her first common skill, which is going to give her her energy. Also keep in mind that her ultimate skill is her displacement. So what she's gonna die. She's gonna come back with some HP. She's immediately gonna ult. Her ult is gonna be the displacement, and if you're running Marauder, it's gonna trigger the lifesteal. So should be able to hopefully heal up to full. So, and this is gonna be a one-time revive, because I already read the kit. Second passive skill, Twilight Mirrors. Helentits, after each teleportation, so each displacement. I guess they call them teleportation now, but it's displacement. Reduce the damage taken, so she's going to give herself a damage reduction buff. And then teleport to her allies' back row. Okay, so she's going to do her energy skill, or her ultimate skill, which is her teleportation. Fire needles at the target, and then she's gonna jump away. So she's gonna do her ultimate, and then she's gonna jump away. Okay, but that doesn't matter, because if we look at Merciless... Oh, Merciless is also a teleport. Okay. So she's got 2 teleports. One on her ultimate, one on her only other skill. Meaning each time she does a skill, ultimate or just common skill, she's going to increase her damage mitigation. We don't know how yet. And then she's going to teleport to her allies back row. But then she's immediately going to teleport again. I guess that makes it harder for an enemy to lock on to her to hit her, right? So it's going to be constantly, the enemies are going to be tab targeting, basically, all the time. Oh, and here we go. In Hell Arena mode. And we know, if you guys saw my last video on the extended sneak peek, or the additional sneak peek, it has been confirmed now that Helentits is an exclusive Infernal or Hell Arena. I'm assuming that they're just going to call it Hell Arena. Hell Arena, I'm just going to start calling it that from now on. She's an exclusive Hell Arena character that you can only get from there. Kind of like how Rez is like right now in Galactic Arena. So if we go into the store real quick, there is some precedent for this. So Galactic Arena shop, you guys all know, every however many days, I think it's a week or 2 weeks, I can't remember, we gotta bank up all these tokens, and then we get to spend it on a copy of Res. I'm assuming that it's going to be somewhat similar to that. Now, once you get your first copy, you have a choice. You can either wait until subsequent Hell Arenas, or when you get more currency from said Hell Arena, or if you want to pick her as your person, then you can dump your gene hybrids into her. That's up to you. But this is going to be basically the mode of obtaining her. So in Hell Arena mode, attack opponents and win a certain number of battles with Helentits. And the settlement reward for that round is increased. So whatever the prizes are, be them points or currency, I'm assuming since it says settlement reward, that's going to be at the end of whatever said round. If you kill people, no, it just says attack and win. So if you have her on your team, basically, you get more points, or you get more currency, you get more prizes, you get more something. So that is baked right into her second passive skill. So we'll discuss that, the whole Hell Arena stuff afterwards. Talent modifier in Hell Arena mode again. So it says your assassin hero. I wonder if it's when your assassin heroes kills an opponent. Oh no, just when your assassin hero, I'm assuming her, kills an opponent, give all assassins a shield for a few seconds. Now that can be very, very effective. If you're running Impulse of Annihilation, is that... Yeah, no, that gives a shield regardless on displacement, correct? But if you're running like... I don't know if Chaos Chip's the way to go, because it's only says for a few seconds, and you got to kill someone with her. So I think that you're probably nerfing your overall damage, trying to rely on getting shields from this ability. I'd say the shields are nice. I think you're probably going to want to run Pain Rune or Impulse of Annihilation. Chaos Chip, I don't know. That's yet to be seen. We'll see in testing when we can finally test her. We don't know when that's gonna be. But I think people are getting really, really hyped up for this shield and Chaos Chip. And I don't think Chaos Chip's going to be the way. I just think it's too... Yeah, no, you got to already kill someone and then you get a shield. So, we'll see, though. And then this is her exclusive weapon, right? So, at unlock, Twilight Mirror enhancement. When an enemy hero in PvP, a boss or elite monster dies on the battlefield, Helentits instantly teleports to the place of their death and uses her ultimate ability for free. Okay, that's cool. Although, let's go back and read her ultimate. So when someone dies in PvP, let's just say someone dies in PvP, she's immediately going to go to the place they died, and then she's going to teleport behind a target and fire the needles. At this point, hopefully the needle damage is ramped up. Doesn't seem that... substantial, if I'm being honest. Okay, exclusive 10. Her ultimate skill enhancement in Hell Arena. The number of needles is increased. Oh, okay. And the needles also deal true damage. Well, that's important. That's a huge chunk of her kit and her damage, especially since it looks like that her whole mechanic is based around hitting people with laceration, ramping up her ultimate, and then spamming her ultimate, which is going to ramp up the damage every time an opponent takes subsequent needle damage. So if there's more needles and they deal true damage, that's cool. That's going to be the... Yeah, so I can see how your ultimate's going to hit real hard. So that's the X10 Death Chaser enhancement. This is her cheat death ability in Hell Arena mode. The number of Death Chaser activations is increased. Now, is it by... It's probably just going to be by 1. And when activated, restores energy. So she's immediately... Like we said before, she's immediately going to go into her ultimate. And then she's going to teleport, which is going to trigger Marauder, which is going to give her lifesteal and increase crit damage. So, it seems like all of her kit is based around just refreshing that ultimate over and over and over and over again. Marauder is going to be the way to go, though, given that she has 2 teleport abilities, which means she's going to be basically in a perpetual state of Marauder activation. That's cool. And then her X30, which is gonna spawn a little bit of discussion. Merciless Laceration Enhancement. This is her only other skill other than her ultimate in Hell Arena mode. Again, targets with a low level of HP. We don't know what that number is yet. It could be... It's probably going to be 25, 20, 30%-ish range. When receiving damage from that skill, which is her first common skill, the enemy is instantly executed. So think Rakana in Soul Mines. Okay. Now, all of this is cool. Her kit is awesome. If it didn't come with the caveat of being exclusive only to Hell Arena, I think this hero would just be the perfect complement to she'd be like the bread, and Rickard would be the jelly, and Dominic would be the peanut butter, and it would all just come together into a gooey goodness. But that's not how it's going to be. All of the great aspects of her kit, or the stuff that elevates her kit, is exclusive only to Hell Arena mode. Do I like that? If I'm being honest, I don't really care. I think reading her kit, unless her damage numbers are extraordinary, we might actually still want to run Bailey outside of PvP. This might still work in normal PvP, because up here, just her unlock has just straight PvP. Doesn't stipulate that it has to be Hell Arena, where she just teleports and uses her ultimate again. I think we'll have to wait and see again for the damage numbers, but I think my gut tells me that she's going to replace Bailey on a PvP team, but outside of PvP, where nothing works, I don't know if she's going to be the way to go. Although those needles sound like it sounds like there's a lot of hits, so maybe Guild Hunt Whale. That's yet to be seen, because I know Bailey's damage numbers are kind of poop. But well, let's just take it to the extreme and say that this character is only used for Hell Arena mode. If that's the case, does that bother me? No. A lot of games have I'm thinking Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, because that's where I came from. When I left, they'd started giving people special abilities that would pigeonhole them into a certain game mode, be it what is it called? It's been so long. Territory Wars or Galactic Arena, whatever it was called. I think it was called Galactic Arena, which was basically our version of the upcoming Hell Arena. And then like Marvel Strike Force, you know, a lot of them have bonuses only for war or only for raid or something like that. So it's not, this isn't new to mobile game character releases. The fact that everything about her kit is Hell Arena mode specific is a little bit unfortunate. But you know what? What this allows you to do is, if you don't care about PvP, if you're just a strict PvE person, you can skip her altogether. You don't have to worry about her at all. Save your red runes, save your gene hybrids, you just ignore her, basically. But, you know, I think that most of the PvE content in this game is done, and it's moving towards PvP, and if the rewards are really good for PvP, you might want to start worrying about PvP. So, who knows? I'll let you guys decide. Tell me down in the comments if what you think of her being exclusive to Hell Arena. And that's it. So what are my first impressions? It's interesting. I'm kind of excited for it. I'm tentatively excited for it. I just want to see how to get her. I want to see how many points are needed, how much currency is needed, how soon into this first iteration of Hell Arena can I get her, because I do have a surplus of gene hybrids somehow this week. So the majority of them are obviously going to be going over to the new tank character, and this is the first time you're probably hearing about it, but I have received confirmation as of this morning that the next rotation new SSS banner is a tank, not a support like I was forecasting, which makes sense because we just got Wamagon in a giant tower, and it was the game cycles do go assassin, tank, and then I can't remember what's after that. I think it's Vanguard. But they still do have to slot in a support in there somewhere, especially since we need 4 teams for Hell Arena. So yeah, that's basically it. That's the kit. That's my first impressions of Helentits. That is the word of the day. Put it as one word. Capitalize the TITS's at the end, but Helentits. Because that's all it's just easy for me to remember, and I'm just gonna call her Helentits from now on. I don't know. We'll see how the captioning on this video and how the algorithm thinks of that, but it's her name, Helentits. Helentits. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this one. This week, I will be here for This Week in Eternal Evolution when we get the patch notes on Wednesday evening. I am on call this week, so that video is going to go out Wednesday evening before the patch. Nothing else should be coming out till then. We're probably going to get information about Hell Arena on Wednesday or Tuesday, or early Wednesday morning. But I do have PvP videos incoming for you, so I'm going to be uploading a Hunter PvP video for you as soon as I'm done with this one, so stay tuned. Remember, word of the day is Helentits. And I'll catch you in the next one, everybody. Till then, cheers, peace, bye-bye.